I'm going to be doing a fun do my nails with me, but I'm going to actually be using some nail wraps to do so. So I'm starting off with a base coat and I'll have everything linked below. So basically, I have not used nail wraps on myself in quite a while actually. I actually have a binder in my nail cabinet that has nail stickers, water, decals, nail wraps, things like that, and then one that has like striping tape and nail vinyls and like nail art transfer foils in it. And I figured that because I haven't been using a whole bunch of that type of stuff on my channel that much, I figured, you know what, this is going to be the year that I start doing that and seeing what type of designs I could come up with. I am very, very excited to do this, especially with the nail art transfer foils because I got some ideas with those. Anyway, so I'm going to start off by painting my nails with a white nail polish. This is Sally Hansen White On. And one little tip for when it comes to using nail art wraps is I would definitely recommend painting your nails with at least 2 coats or maybe just one. I only did one for this, but you could do 2 if you want to, of a polish that is similar to the color scheme of the actual wrap you're using, because it just helps the opacity of the wrap. And I find that it actually helps the wrap have better adhesion to your actual nail. So these are the wraps that I'm using. I got these off Amazon. Now, I'm not 100% sure if these are exactly available, but I will do my best to find them and link them if I can. If not, I will try to link some wraps that are very, very similar. So basically, you want to cut the wrap as close as you can to, or like the image as close as you can to the image so that you don't cut into another one. And you want to let these sit in the water for, I would say, about 30 seconds-ish. And what I'm actually going to be doing is attaching these to the nail using a sticky base coat. I actually recently started doing this. Normally I just attach it to the nail using the nail polish and I just wait till it's kind of sticky. I have found that using the sticky base coat actually really helps the adhesion of the nail wraps, and I find that it actually helps with it a lot better. And I'm going to go ahead and use a stamper to do so. Also, I find that using a stamper to place the wrap onto the nail is a whole lot easier and way more precise. I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the excess and then use a cleanup brush dipped in nail polish remover just to go ahead and tidy up the edges of those wraps. One thing I did forget to note is nail wraps, water decals, things like that, they all have a plastic film on top. So you want to remove that before you go to use those type of things, because if you don't, the water is going to glue the nail wrap to the film and it's going to be a lot more difficult to use. I have done that so many times and it is just so frustrating. So basically with the sticky base coat, like I said, I noticed that this really does work a lot better. It keeps the wrap from slipping and sliding all over the nail. One thing you can do is like lightly touch it with like a Q-tip, or even just like lightly place it on the paper towel to get the excess water off of it, because that can cause it to slip and slide all over the nail. And that's just a little tip there as well. But going forward, I'm definitely going to be using the sticky base coat as it really did help. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the cleanup process. These nail wraps are actually really, really easy to clean up. They just like dissolve around the edges with a nail polish remover. All right, so lastly, I'm going to go ahead and seal them in using a smudge-free top coat. Now, normally whenever I do a nail wrap, I just go in with like a regular top coat. But I have actually noticed that using a smudge-free top coat actually really does make a difference. I don't know what it is about it, but I really find that it helps it applies easier, I guess you could say. And then off camera, I forgot to show, but I did add a layer of a regular top coat once the smudge-free top coat was dry. But yeah, so this is what the end result looked like. I really love marble, and these marble nail art wraps are a really great way to achieve this look very quickly, especially if you need to do your nails quickly.